with my group member Brian Dexter, Melanie, and Nur Fatima. We come from LEA 135 from SAITO University College. Today we're gonna to talk about a cases which happened in 1993.
Hi, I am Brian Dexter. This is the introduction of our murder case. When we talk about murder case which happened in Malaysia on 1993, most of us will flash back into MONA FANDEY's case. MONA FANDEY involved in a case of murder who chopped 18 body parts of Datuk Mazlan Iris at Pahang. However, the following case, MONA FANDEY, in our country happened a murder case which was almost the same. But this time, the victim is a woman, a Chinese woman which was 30 years old, known as LILY Chua USC. If Datuk Mazlan was chopped within 18 body parts, LILY Chua almost as the same, she was chopped within 11 body parts. On July 8, 1993, Lily's body parts were found in a drain in Jalan Langgak, Tunku, by a grass cutter. More parts were discovered 3 days later in a ravine about a kilometer away from the first scene.
Hi, I, Melanie Ansha Jacob, from the class of LEA 135. Based on the facts given by Brian, we know that the victims were brutally murdered and then were chopped into 11 pieces. Therefore, the police officer seek the help of a payment artist named Amiruddin Arifin to identify the victim. Amiruddin, the payment artist, then came out with a sketch of a woman based on the decomposed part of body given to him by the police officer. After the sketch was published in a local newspaper, the police then were led to a rental apartment in the city. There, the police officer found a phone number of a Chinese woman named Cindy Chu. After studying the sketch and looking at the remains at the mortuary, Cindy claims to the police that apparently the victim was a sister named LILY Chua, who was 30 years old and was a showgirl. Cindy positively identified her sister based on the scar that she had on the leg and on the nose and 2 deformed toes which she had to undergone a plastic surgery. Cindy also told the police that the last she heard from her sister was leaving a small note saying that she's leaving to Penang for holiday with her boyfriend. Cindy also claimed that Lily had been working as a singer and as a dancer in a pub since the time she moved to the city from Kota Baru, Kelantan. Lily had been divorced for 2 years and has 2 children, one in the age of 6 and the other in the age of 7, as what her sister was saying. And the 2 children were living in Kajang with a maid. Police then searched Lily's apartment in Pudu. There they found a phone number which belongs to a man named Gan Wei Sang, who is 30 years old.
Hi, I'm Nur Fatima binti Abu Hassan. Today I will brief to you guys about how police investigate this case. This stated that police lead them to pastor turned music teacher Gan Wei Sang, 33 years old, who was subsequently arrested in connecting with Lily murder. After police searching Lily apartment in Pudu. For the investigation, Gan reportedly led police to the knife that was used to dismember Lily's body. After Cindy Chua noticed Lily Chua was missing, she went everywhere to find her sister. As mentioned before, that Lily Chua left a note. It was from Gan that he pretended to be like Lily Chua to leave a note to her sister Cindy Chua. That note is about Lily Chua went to trip with her boyfriend. However, after the deceased identified was confirmed as Lily Chua, Gan Wei Sang brought the notes to the police station. His action was suspected by police because Gan Wei Sang did not know about Mandarin, but he could understand the notes. Soon, he was arrested by police. On December 13, 1993, Gan Wei Sang was charged in court to face prosecution for murder. The charge is that Gan Wei Seng murdered the woman LILY Chua in a unit of condominium near Mida Plaza on July 6, 1993. Under Section 302 of the Penal Code, those who have committed crime must face the death penalty. During the interrogation, Sergeant Dang Jin Hua, the investigating police officer, described in court the circumstances of his interview with Gan Wei Seng and the arrest. The whole case was heard for 3 days within December 13 until December 15 and then adjourned to February 28, 1994 for the second stage of the trial. During the recess, Gan Wei Seng cannot be released on bail and must be taken to prison to wait.
Hi, I'm Kylie. I will tell you what happened next. These gruesome cases, which caused sensation throughout the country, was suddenly changed during a trial on 28 February 1994. The prosecutor informed the court to decide to change the charge of murder to culpable homicide and not amounting to murder under Section 304 of the Penal Code, and transfer the case to the Session Court for hearing. During trial jurisdiction, the representative lawyer of Gan Wei Seng used his testimony as pleading argument to prove that Gan Wei Seng killing of LILY Chua was an inadvertent loss. It's not intentional or premeditated. Gan Wei Seng claimed that on the day of incident, LILY Chua had tried every means to please him, and finally he had a relationship with her under reluctance. After that, Gan Wei Seng begged her to leave, to not meet again. LILY Chua was angry and said a lot of cursing words of his wife and said a lot of threats. He wanted to turn on the TV to distract her and calm her emotions. However, during this time, LILY Chua rushed at him with a knife and tried to stab him. While struggling, LILY Chua was stabbed by the knife in the chest. Due to the reason of afraid, Gan Wei Seng did not contact any relevant authorities, and this caused LILY Chua death because of losing too much blood. He chose to destroy the deceased body by dismembering her with a knife into 11 segments and separate them in the plastic bags and gone to throw them away. He also burned and threw every identity documents belonging to LILY Chua into the toilet and washed away. With the aid of his confession, the lawyer stated that Gan Wei Seng couldn't stand LILY Chua's long-term spiritual bombing, so he decided to break up to trigger this murder. Eventually, during sentencing jurisdiction, Gan Wei Seng was convicted and be punished with imprisonment for 15 years for culpable homicide. After imprisonment, Gan Wei Seng was still refused to accept the court verdict, so he appealed to the High Court. On 3rd December 1994, the High Court had changed the imprisonment of 15 years to 12 years, with condition he must compensate the deceased family for 1,000 ringgit. Otherwise, he will be placed to imprisonment of another year. Our story ends here, but I have some thoughts to share with you guys. Well, we look at the trial duration from these cases. It stated that these arguments were not accepted by the prosecution's deputy prosecutor office, meaning that the pleading argument was not accepted. Why? Because of they believed that Gan Wei Seng was extremely intelligent. Judging from his way of doing things, he can see that he has the intention to hide this matter. Otherwise, he will not choose to destroy the body. And it's very cruel and very selfish matter. Thanks for watching our video. Good day.